enabled you guys last night to scrap and claw your way back and force overtime, and why were you not able to sustain that momentum in overtime?
That's how we play. I think that was one of those nights where we played the game the right way, but shots just didn't fall. Things didn't really go our way, and it was a tough loss. It's just tough losing here at home. I think we have a losing record here at home, and that's something we want to fix, quickly.
Jeremiah.
If the schedule stays the same, I think 6 of the final 8 before the break are on the road. Is it a little, not necessarily easier, but with the current conditions to think about this stretch positively because, road games aren't maybe as big of a challenge with the environment as they had been?
I just think we got to stay diligent no matter where we're at and, rack up these wins as much as possible. We're playing NBA teams, no matter where you're playing, it's going to be difficult. So, winning is our main priority right now.
Seth Johnson.
Myles, I'm curious, where are some areas where you'd still like to see this team improve on the defensive end?
Defensive rebound is a big thing. I think we gave away too many offensive rebounds throughout the season, and I think our transition defense has to get a little bit better. It's gotten better these past couple of games, but these teams are, especially the young teams that get out and run, quicker teams. That's going to be something we have to nip in the bud.
Ken Sterling.
Hey, Myles. Draymond Green said some things about players he believes aren't being treated fairly. What do you think about the player kind of franchise relationship? Do you feel like you guys are treated fairly?
Ken, I think that's a player by player question. I think that's something that, not one person can speak for everybody. I think in the case Draymond was talking about, that was a situational thing. And, with the situation that's going on in the leagues with some of these players, stuff like that, I think some of the situations are messed up and, players have to be able to, voice their opinions and have to be able to go amongst their, certain situations, however they want to do it without all the backlash, because in the day we do pay for these, multi-million-dollar organizations, and no matter what they do, it's never like looked back on or, looked frowned upon or anything like that. With players, it's a different situation. We're looked at as spoiled because we get paid a certain amount of money to the general public. And no matter what decision we make, it's going to come back on us, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So everybody's going to have their opinions no matter what we do, but it's a situational thing. And I think Draymond did the right thing, stepping up and talk about it, because it's something that's, some people are afraid to speak on. So more power to him, more power to the players in the league. I've always been about that, but, I don't want to say anything that's going to cause controversy or stir up anything. It's a situational thing.
Scott.
Myles, with just 2 games over the next week, what will be most beneficial? Is it the time off, the rest, guys get healthy? Where do you guys stand to benefit this next week?
I think that going into AllStar break, it's easy to lose focus and it's easy to, to look forward to the break, but we have to continue to make this push because these are important stretch of games here. I think these are some good teams about to be playing up here in the next coming weeks. So we just got to continue to keep pushing forward.
And also, how's your family doing? Because they're dealing with some chaos right now.
Yeah. Back in Dallas, it's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day that it's colder in Dallas and it is in Indy around these times. Got 5 inches of snow and a lot of power outages, but thankfully, their sons put them in a position to not to worry about things like that. Got a backup generator, they got heat, they got power, so they're fine. I do worry for the people outside who might not be as fortunate as my family, because they're going through some stuff, and people out there don't really know how to drive as well, in these kind of conditions. They don't really prepare as well as far as having, extra supplies at home and whatnot, because it's stuff that just doesn't happen in Texas. So, our prayers go out to, the Metroplex and the people are going through, but my family's fine.
Christos.
Hello, Myles. I'd like to ask you, how important for you is to respond after a tough loss last night in overtime? And how important is to slow down KarlAnthony Towns' pace for you personally?
Well, as in regards to last night, it's one of the ones you got to look past. It's a game behind us, and we have to look forward to the present and the future. We only control we control, and that's what's coming up next. I think KarlAnthony Towns is, he's one of the best centers in this league. He's coming in, fresh. He's had some time off dealing with some very unfortunate things, but He presents his own challenges, shoots the ball well. He can get to the rack. He's a good defender. So he's one of the players that's going to be a team effort. It's not an individualized thing.
Any final questions for Myles here? J. Michael?
Yeah, Myles, you were talking about defensive rebounding. One thing I've noticed from you, at least recently, I can't remember earlier in the season, you're hitting guys consistently, even, you're not necessarily getting the rebound. I could think about 5 or 6 instances last night where you did that and other people got it. Do you feel like you're doing that more, or you're being more physical this year? Or is this in kind of what's the origins of that, if so?
I feel like you have to be. It's unfortunate because, when I'm hitting those guys, I'm not getting the rebounds. So in the stat sheets, it looks like, oh, he doesn't rebound. Oh, he's soft. He's this, he's that. That's just the narrative that comes with it. But I know I'm doing my team a favor by going out and taking out, the best rebounding threat. I feel like when you're playing the bigger centers, you got to get them off the glass, have that guard come in and rebound. That's just kind of how the game goes at times. It's easy for me. It would be, easy for me to hit my guy and go up there and grab it. But if I take out the biggest threat, someone else comes in and gets it, we start to break. But I think it's just more concerted effort on my part to do so, to be more physical and to hit the guys and, to start the pace of the game. I think it is something I've made a more concerted effort of doing here lately, just because it's important. And we got to continue to rebound better, because these are giving teams, NBA teams, second, third chances. Out of look, it's more likely than not they're going to hit it.
All right. Thanks, Myles. Appreciate the time.
So